Katie, what do you got?
How was practice today?
It was good. It was good. Good practice. Guys are fired up. Excited for tomorrow night. Worked on a lot of our execution about against how they're going to guard us. We think they're going to guard us. Went over a lot of their plays and how we want to guard them. Got some shots up. It was a really good energy show.
Do you get a sense of it going into a series if a team is ready for what you see as being the key battleground?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all understand who we're about to play and the problems that team presents across the board. And that's why we try to really be, the first day, which is yesterday, when we talk about the Phoenix Suns group, before we get into personnel and game plan and coverages, we talk about what are the themes to this series. Like what, offensively and defensively, these are the three things that are going to really carry through the whole. If we take care of these, we're going to give ourselves a chance. If we struggle in these areas, we're going to make it really hard on ourselves to beat a really good team. So I think our players really locked into that yesterday and today. And tomorrow morning we'll have one more chance to kind of use that time to prep them for tomorrow night at 6:30. But I think our guys, we got a lot of guys that have significant amount of playoff games under their belt. And second round Western Conference playoffs, guys are locked in.
Michael, how valuable is it when we know Nikola doesn't care about his stats, but the rest of the team has seemed to follow suit? After Game 5, Michael had 8 points, and he said, "I don't care what my numbers were. I'm indifferent to that. I just want to win." When that is a pervasive attitude, how valuable is that? And I'm sure you've been in situations where certain guys are maybe trying to get theirs.
Well, I mean, to win a championship, and to give yourself a real chance to win a championship. That's why selfless is on that wall over there. It's a big part of the culture that I've tried to create since day one. Get over yourself. It's not about anybody, the individual. It's about the collective. And all the teams that win championships, everybody sacrifices. We all sacrifice for each other. And no one can do it alone. You have to trust and rely upon those around you. And I think it's really great that we have a two-time MVP that embodies that at such a high level, which makes it a lot easier for everybody else to kind of fall in line. We know that it could be Nikola one night, it could be Jamal one night, it could be Michael one night, Aaron, KCP, whoever, but end of the day, for us to win a series and a championship, we need all 17 guys in that locker room to bring the best version of themselves every day. And I've seen countless examples, not just this year, but throughout my 8-year team.
We've heard the word sacrifice before, we've heard the word selfless before. What does that look like in this series for you, and where can you expect that to happen starting Game 1?
Just get over yourself. Losing teams, losing players are worried about TNT, time and touches. It's not about that. It's about, are we doing everything we need to do as a team to beat a quality opponent? So when you talk about how do you embody sacrifice and selflessness, it's the details, doing the little things. If a play is not for me, I'm still running my route to make sure I'm helping my teammate out. Defensively, if a guy gets beat, I'm there to help my teammate and not leave him on an island. And there's so many ways that is embodied on the court. And I think, obviously, for us, we've done a really good job of that. I know guys talk about it, but our players understand what's at stake, and for us to beat a quality team, it can't be just one player. It's got to be the strength of 5 at a time on that floor, and looking forward to that starting tomorrow.
Coach, Nikola has regularly expressed his respect for Deandre Ayton. Just what kind of challenges does he present defensively for that matchup?
I mean, a big, strong, physical player. I know in the 3 games, I think Deandre played 3 games this year, maybe Nikola only 2. I feel really confident. I think Nikola's only grown since last time we played Phoenix in the playoffs. So I don't care who guards Nikola Jokic. I have full confidence that he's able to go out there and play at a high level and a very efficient level. But I think Nikola respects Deandre, his physicality and skill level, and he understands that it's going to be a challenge in terms of playing against Deandre, not just Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul. He kind of goes under the radar, but we fully respect what Deandre Ayton brings.
You mentioned the last time you guys played in the playoffs. Is there any sort of revenge, aspect from you guys at all, or you just not think about that too much?
No, I mean, it's 2 years ago. It seems like a lifetime ago. We have so many new players on our team that weren't here for that series, and we're a different team aside from the new players. But having Jamal Murray healthy, so we're not using a rally cry, revenge against the Suns. No, this is a new year, new series. This is about us trying to win a championship. If we're going to do that, we're going to have to be the hell of the team in the Phoenix Suns.
How special is it to have a guy like Christian, who's a young player, who's going to be really excited, to go up and defend the guy at some point this year? And how special is it for you to have someone like that?
Yeah, I mean, CB continues to show that he's made for the moment. He's built for this, not afraid. I thought he had some really good moments and minutes in that first round series against Minnesota. And experience is the best teacher. The more playoff games he has under his belt, the better he's going to be, the more comfortable he's going to be. And we played them twice late, didn't play our main guys at all. And I felt guys like Christian and Ayton, they went out there and did a really good job in terms of guarding a Devin Booker, guarding a Kevin Durant. It was not always perfect, but sometimes as a rookie, it's baptism by fire. You got to go out and guard some of the best players to ever play the game. And sometimes you have success, sometimes you fail, but in that failure, there's plenty to learn and take from.
Do you get the sense that maybe Nikola is more refreshed or has more in the tank heading into the playoffs and in round 2 this year than in years past? Just with Jamal, with Mike healthy this year, the rest that he's got down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really noticed it or not, but as you say that, Harrison, I think it makes complete sense. I know in the past he was so reluctant to sit out a game. He took so much pride in playing every night if he could, and I think you respect that, but you also understand the postseason is a war, and not having to play through him as much or play him as many minutes hopefully has allowed him to be in a much better position in terms of having the energy needed and just being healthy and fresh for this postseason run. So yeah, I think he's definitely in a good place mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Does it matter to you?
As am I, by the way, if you could.
Good to know.
Sorry. Does it matter to you at all if he continues to take threes? It seems like at points in the season he wasn't necessarily looking for that shot, but especially late in the Minnesota series, it seemed to present itself. Does it matter to you one way or another whether he's looking for that shot?
I love when Nikola shoots a three, and I love when he shoots it even when he's missing, because when that shot is going, that really makes us hard to guard. I think, I don't know what it is right now after the last day or so, but after that Minnesota series, I think we were ranked 3rd in playoff offensive efficiency, 5th in defensive efficiency, and if Nikola is scoring at all 3 levels, in the post, in the paint, at the foul line, and from the 3, then we become really hard to guard. I don't think it's something where he is just relying on that and settling for that, but the way teams play him and the bigs are so down the floor at times, that's a way for us to generate more threes. We shot it really well this year from 3. We did not get as many attempts up as we need to. So Nikola shooting the 3, I think, is a wonderful thing.
One more. In what ways do you think you can use your depth to the advantage in this matchup?
Well, just look at the minutes played. I mean, like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, I think, are maybe 1 and 2 or top 3 in terms of minutes played per game right now. Chris Paul, I think, is 10th. They have not played their bench much at all in the first round. Every round is different. We could see Cameron Payne did not play the first 4, played barely in Game 5 because he played the series. Landry Shamet, Damian Lee, Terrence Ross hasn't played for them. But I think for us, we have an 8-man rotation. We know we can go to a 9 or 10-man rotation depending upon the personality of each game. I think Jamal Murray leads us in minutes, and maybe he's 19th or 20th in minutes per game right now in the playoffs. So I think that's going to help us down the stretch, and constantly throwing new bodies, fresh bodies, young bodies at a team that's playing heavy minutes at the moment.
Sweet.
There you go.
Thank you.